All right, here we go. Smoking Joe Frazier. Vitali Klitschko in the battle of these heavyweight legends and boxing. Welcome to the show, Fight for JC.
Well, thank you, cousin. I am extremely excited to see how this fight will play off. Smoking Joe Frazier weighing in at 205 pounds against Vitali Klitschko, who weighed in at 245 pounds. This is the biggest opponent Frazier has ever faced. And of course, he has that legendary left hook. We'll see if he can even hurt Vitali with that. A good 1-2 by Klitschko.
That's what Vitali needs to do all night long. Keep Frazier at the end of his jab and not get into a slagging match, because that would be Joe Frazier's best chance to beat him.
Long right hand just missed for Vitali. That one landed. Good shot to the body there by Joe Frazier. Frazier bobbing and weaving. Showing a pretty good defense early on here in this fight.
Vitali's doing a lot of moving around too. The good right hand by Vitali. He eats a left hook, but it didn't have full power.
Klitschko doesn't want to be trapped against the rope because he's going to eat some punches just like that. Frazier landed a good right hand. It's not really his best punch, but it was a good punch nonetheless. Just missed with that left hook, Frazier did, and another hook missed by Frazier. So far, he hasn't really found the range with that punch.
And Vitali doing a lot of moving around. I was expecting him to be a little more aggressive, but maybe he wants Frazier to run into a really hard punch. And a good left hook landed by Frazier there, as Vitali Klitschko was trapped briefly in the corner. Good left hook to the body by Frazier to end the first round. Who would you give that round to, Fighter for JC?
That was a very, very close round. Might give that to Smoking Joe, but it could have gone to Vitali Klitschko. It was an uneventful round. Let's see what happens in this round.
There's Frazier bobbing and weaving. Uppercut attempted by Vitali Klitschko. Good left hook by Frazier and a good counter right hand by Vitali. This fight's beginning to heat up, folks.
Frazier using a lot of very good head movement there. He just landed a good left hook to the body. Vitali eats another strong left hook from Frazier right there, and Frazier hits him with a couple of shots at the body. Joe needs to do that all night long if he is to have a chance.
The good right hand by Vitali Klitschko, and Joe Frazier was hurt, folks. He's hurt. Here comes Vitali. Frazier covering up well. Looks like he's recovered, but that was a terrific straight right hand that he ate from Vitali Klitschko.
And he just keeps on coming, Frazier does. And Vitali holds him. He might have punched himself out just for a little bit there. They trade hooks. The good left hook landed by Joe Frazier at long distance. He needs to land that more often. And he lands another one just when I said that.
Frazier's got heart. He's swinging with that left hook. Another left hook landed by Frazier. He's beginning to find the range with that punch. Body shot by Frazier. Klitschko lands that one. They're trading. And Klitschko is trapped against the corner again. Good left uppercut by Frazier. Doubling up with the hook and tripling up with the hook is Joe Frazier. And a 1-2 by Vitali, but he needs to stay off that corner.
The good right hand landed by Vitali just as the round ended. That was a very interesting round to score. Frazier, I believe, was having a very good round, but Klitschko landed that counter right hand that nearly dropped Joe Frazier. So it's another tough one to score. I would have to give that one to Vitali.
I agree, Fighter for JC. I think, the fight definitely beginning to heat up, but I would have to give that round to Vitali because he almost knocked Frazier down.
A right hand by Frazier followed up by a left hook. That's what he needs to do in this fight. Try to switch things up a little bit. Vitali's expecting his left hook. It's the punch Joe Frazier is known for. And a lot of people think he's a one-armed fighter. And in They're right in some ways, but Frazier needs to take advantage of that stereotype about him by changing things up and catching Vitali unawares.
Good head movement by Frazier there, and a good counter right hand. He missed with a left hook, and so did Vitali. Another body shot by Frazier. He is really trying to go downstairs, and that's what he needs to do. Both fighters know what they need to do to win, but I think Frazier has a better strategy in this fight because I think Vitali is doing just a little too much slagging for his own good.
The thing about Vitali, what differentiates him from Vladimir is that he is more of a brawler than his brother is. He likes to slug it out, just like he did against Lennox Lewis. He's going about it in a smart, intelligent way, but I agree, he is giving Frazier too much to hit, and he just ate a left hook right there, and Vitali's hurt, folks. Let's see if Joe Frazier can follow up. He throws a series of left hooks. Wow. Vitali Klitschko was rocked by that left hook that we were talking about. And if there were any questions on Joe Frazier's power, on whether or not being 205 pounds is not going to be enough to be able to hurt Vitali Klitschko, Joe Frazier just answered that with that hellacious left hook that he rattled Vitali Klitschko with. He can hurt him, folks. They can hurt each other.
That's right. Vitali Klitschko hurt Frazier with a right. Frazier hurt Vitali with a left hook. Just as we expect. And Frazier has got Vitali trapped on the ropes again. He's doing some work in body. And right now we have another guest. It is fighter for JC's second cousin. I don't even know his name, but welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, folks. It's really been a very, very exciting fight. And, Vitali, I think, just like you guys said, he's fighting the wrong kind of fight. He's eating a lot of punches like that. I've never seen Vitali get hit this much. And now he clinches. He needs to change up his strategy. He is usually a very good defensive fighter, but he is fighting Joe Frazier's fight too much. Even though he just landed a couple of good punches right there, but I think he needs to start jabbing some more, moving around, and counter-punching. Right now, he is just slagging way too much with Joe Frazier.
Well, I agree, second cousin. He clinches again, but Vitali most definitely can do better in terms of strategy here. I understand he likes to brawl more than his brother does, but he's just fighting Joe Frazier's fight way too much, and he's putting himself at an unnecessary risk by doing so.
A wide right hand attempted by Vitali there. That right now is better, but it missed. And another good left hook landed by Frazier there. He is the aggressive guy in this fight. That was not a surprise. But what's surprising is how much respect Vitali is giving him by continually backing up. And another terrific left hook landed by Frazier. And Vitali missed with a right, and a left hook landed by Frazier at the bell. And looks like Vitali has a pretty bad cut on the right side of his face, courtesy of Joe Frazier's left hook.
That's right, man. Joe Frazier's left hook is something else. He throws it with so much power, but you don't think a guy his size will be able to generate that much power, but he does. He does. Joe Frazier has a lot of power in that left hook. He's short, very short guy, 5'11", 6 feet, and Vitali's 6'6", 6'7", so a big difference in height here, folks. I like the folks here in the Alamo Dome, and there's a blue light in the background. And yeah, they're fighting, and a good left hook guy, Frazier.
Well, thank you, second cousin, for that insight.
No problem, cousin. Second cousin.
All right, what round are we at here? I think it's the fourth round, fifth, I don't know, but, a very entertaining fight so far. Frazier has been counting forward a lot of times. He just landed a left hook, and I think Vitali must have been hurt. He held on after that, but he's fighting back. He's fighting back, Vitali is.
And a good left hook landed by Klitschko right there. Followed up with a jab. Frazier covering up very well, and his defense is actually pretty impressive in this fight, Frazier. He's taken some punches, but he hasn't really been hit too cleanly a lot of times. There was that right hand that he almost got dropped with, but other than that, he's really staying out of harm's way, Frazier is. And he just landed another left hook. doubled it up first to the jaw and the body and to the head again.
Back comes Vitali. He's fighting back, but he needs to get out of that corner. He needs to start pushing Frazier back. I can't believe how strong Joe Frazier is, being able to force the nearly 250 pounds of pure muscle in Vitali Klitschko. And look at those left hooks landing by Frazier here. Wow. He's landing into the head, to the body. And Klitschko is not having as much success with his right hand as Frazier is with his left hook. I think that was a strong round for Joe Frazier. What do you think, Kazin?
Yes, I believe that round belonged to Joe Frazier. And he starts off this round landing a left hook to the side of the face of Vitali. An overhand right landed by Frazier there. That's what he needs to do. And a right hand by Vitali Klitschko, and Frazier is hurt again. Let's see if Vitali can knock him down this time. Frazier defending himself well. It looks like he has recovered, but that was another terrific right hand shot that nearly put Joe Frazier down. And a left hook by Vitali Klitschko, and Frazier takes that well.
Well, it looks like George Foreman punches harder than Vitali Klitschko because Klitschko has not knocked down Frazier once. He staggered him a couple of times, but he hasn't bounced him to the floor the way George Foreman did. So that answers that question, who hits harder.
And a good counter right-hand shot by Joe Frazier. But Vitali Klitschko, known for his granite chin, has taken that pretty well.
There's the jab of Vitali Klitschko. That's what he needs to do. Jab 1-2, just like that. And uppercut attempt by Klitschko. He needs to try that punch more often, because Frazier's right there to be hit with the uppercut.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Vitali Klitschko did not try that uppercut more. He should keep throwing that uppercut over and over again. Right now, see, bam, bam, he should be throwing it. See, there you go. No, but he's jabbing, but he needs to add the uppercut to his strategy, Vitali does. Yeah, and he just took another left hook there. It looks like he's bleeding on both cheeks now.
And Joe Frazier's had a lot of success forcing Klitschko to the corners in this fight, just like he's doing now. Frazier ended that round very well, and looks like there's a trickle of blood on Vitali's left cheek as well as his right cheek.
That's right. Both cheeks are now bleeding. I think currently not bleeding right now. A good lead right hand by Frazier. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying that. Frazier throwing right leads, and then there's another left hook.
And the surprising thing in this fight is how Frazier has managed to be able to get inside. Unlike past Klitschko opponents, who Vitali has been able to keep on the outside and not allowed to get in. But Frazier, he's really very talented in terms of moving inside, bobbing and weaving, and closing the distance, and getting into his own punching range to neutralize Vitali Klitschko's reach advantage.
Well, part of the reason for that is because Vitali, for some reason, he just keeps slagging with Frazier. He's hagging, but he is fighting Frazier's fight. He cannot do that.
Well, one explanation could be that Frazier simply isn't allowing Vitali Klitschko to fight his fight. Frazier is not giving him any room. He's on top of him, throwing lots of punches, digging in to his body with left hooks just like that. And I think, and another left hook landed by Frazier there, I think those body shots are beginning to take their toll on Klitschko. He's moving just a little slower. He's a little wider and sloppier with his punches. He just ate an uppercut there. I think Frazier is beginning to really chop down the giant.
Yeah, I think he is too. Look at that. I think Klitschko is looking really slow right now. Very slow.
That's right. He looks really slow, Klitschko. That rhymes. And look at Frazier's face. Unmarked right now. That was the end of the 7th round. Very, very close. Looks like Klitschko has a slight lead. But looks like they've given him the last couple of rounds. Fighter for JC. Frazier.
Yeah, I think Frazier's come on strong in the last 2 rounds. He's still behind, like you said, but only by 1 round. This is anybody's fight. I think at this point, it's just a battle of wills. Who wants it more?
Well, right now, I think Joe Frazier absolutely wants it more. And look at that. He's got Klitschko trapped again in the corner, and he's punishing him to the body. Vicious hooks to the rib cage landed by Frazier there. They're being partially blocked, but they're still doing damage. And Klitschko took a very long time to get out of that corner. His legs are really slowing down because of those body punches.
Another 1-2 missed by Vitali. Another right hand missed. Frazier's head movement really making a huge difference in this fight. And again, he's got Vitali trapped against the ropes. And he has no choice but to hang on. Vitali really needs to utilize that jab. He needs to take a step back and just start popping Frazier from a distance. But look at that. It looks like Klitschko is beginning to huff and puff a little bit. Left hook landed by Frazier, and another one. That didn't land clean, but that body shot definitely landed clean. And Klitschko is trading with him. Not a good idea. He hangs on again.
Good combinations to the body by Frazier here. He's putting in a lot of good work, and he's doing a lot of damage. He's really chopping down Vitali. Look at that. Vitali just practically standing there like a statue. And he hangs on again. Wow. I've never seen Vitali clinch so much since he fought Lennox Lewis, but this is even worse than that. Those body punches, man. Vitali's never experienced anything like that. He's never experienced a Joe Frazier kind of pressure.
That's right, and he has the actual Joe Frazier in front of him, and he is finding out that Joe Frazier is not Chris Arreola, he's not Lennox Lewis, he's not the other guys he's fought. Joe Frazier is great, he hits hard, he has heart. And look at those crunching left hooks to the body by Joe Frazier. And Vitali is, again, trapped in the corner. And I think he's trying to fight his way out, but Frazier's just not allowing him.
Big left hook there by Frazier, but blocked by Vitali. Back came Vitali with the right hand, but Frazier ducks under it. A good left hook by Frazier to counter Vitali's right uppercut. A right hand by Joe Frazier in the corner.
And look at Vitali Klitschko's mouth. He is breathing heavy. He's definitely beginning to gas out. He's taking a lot of body shots. Not only that, Vitali has thrown a lot of power shots against Frazier.
And a right hand by Vitali Klitschko, and Joe Frazier's hurt once more. He's on wobbly legs, Frazier is. But back comes Frazier going after Vitali again. And Vitali jabbing and jabbing. That was the best right hand that Vitali landed all night. Frazier nearly went down again. And look at Frazier. He looks hurt, folks, still. He looks hurt. But Vitali doesn't look that much better right now. He is gassed. He is gassed.
Yes, he is. That was the hardest shot Vitali landed in this fight, that right hand. But he himself is not in great shape, and he wasn't able to follow it up. But I think Frazier is in phenomenal shape. He's able to recover from that right hand, and now he's throwing left hand and another left hand over and over again to the cheek of Vitali Klitschko.
Frazier just a little wild with that left hook, but he wasn't wild then. He landed those punches very cleanly to the body. And clinch. Vitali has turned into Vitali Klitschko. And the left hook to the body by Frazier. And down goes Vitali. Down goes Vitali. Bam! Wow.
It was a left hook to the body that started it. And Frazier followed it up with a left hook to the jaw and finished it off with a right hand to the side of the head. And down went Vitali. Let's see if Frazier can finish him off.
First time he's ever been down, Vitali, as a professional. Maybe as an amateur too. And left hook by Frazier. But Vitali has heart too. We know that about him in his fight with Lennox Lewis, but he's really being pushed to the limit by smoking Joe Frazier. And look at Vitali. He's content to stay there in the corner because he can't do anything else. His legs are not there. He can't move. Finally got out of the corner there. Frazier moving his head, making it extremely hard for Vitali to hit him with anything meaningful.
And right there you saw Vitali Klitschko not too long ago land the left uppercut. I told you, he needs to throw that left uppercut over and over again, but he's not doing it, so that's why he's getting beat. He needs to throw that left uppercut more and the right uppercut too. But now look at Joe Frazier beating him up in that corner. He needs to tie him up or leave.
That's right. Vitali, his body is pretty much dead. He's fighting back gamely, but I think Joe Frazier has officially taken over this fight with that knockdown. And he's landing that left hook more often now. Look at that flurry here at the closing seconds of the round. Huge, huge round for Joe Frazier. Here we go, 11th round. Scheduled for 12. Frazier wanted it to be 15. Vitali said, no way. I'm not fighting 15 rounds.
And that was a smart decision by Vitali to not agree to the 15 rounds, because right now, if this fight was scheduled for 15, I think Vitali will fall over from exhaustion after the 12th round if it even goes past this round. But here we are in the 11th round, and I think Vitali is fighting on heart alone. He's taken a lot of punishment. He's been knocked down already. He's taken a brutal beating to the rib cage, and Frazier just keeps on hitting him there. Frazier really has bad intentions with every punch.
That's right, cousin. And another left hook landed by Frazier right there. And another left hook landed by Joe Frazier. And another left hook landed by Joe Frazier. And Vitali looks like he's just waiting for the referee to stop the fight. He's not even fighting back. He has nothing left. And another left hook landed by Joe Frazier. And he's still going to that body late in this fight.
Those are some pretty desperate right-hand attempts by Vitali Klitschko, but at least he's still fighting back and trying. But it's all Joe Frazier now, folks. Just a matter of time. Left hook to the body by Frazier, and another left hook to the head by Frazier. Another right uppercut to the body by Joe Frazier. And Vitali, I think, is just in survival mode. And that's the end of the 11th round. And look at that face, still unmarked.
Wow, can't believe we made it to the 12th round and Joe Frazier says, come on! Bobbing and weaving, bobbing and weaving. To the body goes Joe Frazier, lands a right hand there, and a left hook to the body. And Vitali holds him again. That's just the only thing he can do at this point. There's nothing behind those punches from Vitali Klitschko. Joe Frazier has taken away his power. The only thing he hasn't really taken away from Klitschko is his will. Vitali is a brave warrior. He will not quit. But that's about the only thing he has left is his heart. And Joe Frazier looks like he wants to take that as well.
A left hook by Joe Frazier here. Frazier still going for that home run swing. Vitali fighting back just to keep Frazier off of him. And a right hand by Frazier. He hurts Vitali with the right hand. And down goes Vitali again. Wow. I can't believe that it was a right hand that hurt Klitschko and put him down. 3, 4, and he zapped at the count of 5. Unbelievable hard from Klitschko. You gotta give him credit for getting up. And a leaping left hook by Frazier there. Frazier is going for the finish here. He's trying to survive, Vitali is.
There's not much time left in this round, and it'll be a moral victory for Klitschko to last 12 rounds with Frazier. If this was a 15-rounder, no way will Vitali survive. But right now, that's what he's doing. He is just fighting to hear that final bell. Frazier still trying to throw those punches very hard. Left hook landed by Frazier. Another left hook. The right hand. And another left hook. And down goes Vitali Klitschko. Bam. What a terrific left hook. And that was right at the bell. And looks like Vitali Klitschko was saved by the bell. Let's hear the final scorecards.
Okay, looks like we have unanimous decision victory for Smoking Joe Frazier. Wow, unbelievable fight. Congratulations to the legend Joe Frazier, scoring multiple knockdowns against Vitali Klitschko. And look at those scores. Wow, unbelievable.